Hello, Danny B, Silver Hair Rebellion. Today is Talking Out Loud Thursday, and I wanted to talk about what you allow in your own head. I had a few years of horrific relationships. I guess we can put it that way. And I found at the end of the last one, I was just devastated. And I found even just being alone in my own head was so traumatic that I couldn't even be alone. That was the first time. I can't say couldn't be, but I preferred not to be. For the first time ever in my life, like I'm a real lone type of person, loner. I like to be alone. I like to be in my house and all this kind of stuff. So I found out how important your whole little world inside of your head is, and the people you let into your head, the way you self-talk and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just wondering, how much of outside influence are you letting in your own mind? Because it's really important to be happy, but also to live life on your own terms. I'm finding, getting to be my age, I'm 62 now, that I just don't feel like I have the time anymore to be messing up anything. And I'm finding that I'm really aware of all the stuff I have messed up. And I don't have the time left in life anymore to be living my life around what I think other people want of me. I had a few years that I was very dependent on my kids emotionally and even financially. They didn't pay my bills, but they were very aware that I was struggling, so they would help me where they could and that kind of thing. And it was really hard. I didn't like it whatsoever. I was used to being the go-to my whole life with them, and I've got great kids. They work hard. They weren't spoiled, but I was never in the position that I needed to get anything from them. And I found it morphed my own thinking into feeling like I owed them. And because I was so grateful to even just have them in my life. To be totally honest, I've had a pretty rough go for a lot of my life in trusting people or people that should have been there for me and that kind of thing, pretty much right from the get-go as a kid. And I am so grateful for them that I have found myself living my life on their terms instead of mine. And they have my best interest in mind, but they're not me. And we're actually all quite different. And so me trying to do things for them has left me with a lot of anxiety, has left me going off track on my own life to the way I would like to live it. It's made me not feel free anymore in my life. And to be honest, I've paid my dues, and even right now I'm not working. Should be the best time of my life, but it's actually a really hard time because I've had a lot of things just keep going wrong. And I am financially now worrying, and I still am angry because I had to leave my job. It was so bad there, and I worked there 15 years. It was never a great job, but it was seeing me through and would have been fine for my retirement, and that's what I had planned. Never thought in a million years I'd ever leave. And it was really all centered around, I'm going to say 1 to 3 people. One troublemaker, one manager that wouldn't support me because she never did really like me, and the store owner who just really didn't give a shit about anything except for what he wouldn't have to deal with. And that's really what it all came down to. 14 years of good work, and I'm sitting here now wondering what I'm doing. And I've tried a few things, and they all just are flopping right in my face. And I'll talk more about that. Anyway, so how I've ended up is feeling really like I owe my kids, even like I owe my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law. I was divorced. My ex-husband passed away with me. He was helping me out with the job that I had taken on, And we'd been getting along pretty good. I really actually was going to thank him that afternoon for everything that I knew he'd done for us. And he passed away. And that brought all of us together, but it also made me feel more like I owed everybody as well, because they were doing things to help me. And anyway, how it all rolls out is I just realized that I've been living my life for them now instead of my own self. And I double check with them on everything I'm going to do. That was never a thing. And if I do something in a certain way, then I'll feel like I have to be worrying about how they would like it. And the thing is that they would not want it that way. I mean, they're a little demanding, kids, but, we're close. We have no issues. And it couldn't be children, it can be siblings, it can be parents, it can be co-workers, it can be even your friends. How much of your own life are you living in second guessing what you're doing to please someone else? And it's called people pleasing, which I never in my life thought I did, but I have started doing it. And I'm 62. I'm too old. I'm just too old to live the rest of my life that way. You don't own your own life. And like I said, how much do you have left? And how much do you actually owe? And how much is stuff you've been conditioned to or learned or have been taught? And like I said, I come from a background of not being very stable. So not in me, I mean in my surroundings, just people I count on, people that should have been there for me, people that I gave 100% and more, and that just walked all over me and then left me laying there in the dirt, basically. That's how I describe it. Anyway, and how can you get past it? And this way you won't have to worry so much. There won't be so much to worry about. So this is just what I wanted to throw out a few things for you, because you might not realize you're doing it. I didn't realize, or I did on and off, but I just didn't take it seriously and I still did it. I'm going to say part of it is the house. My house can be a freaking mess. I don't have time, even with all of the free time I have now. I have so many animals to look after, which the kids frown on, and I can understand that, but it's taken it from feeling joyful to feeling like I've done something wrong, because I have messed up my life with it in many ways. And again, it wasn't the way it was planned. It never turned out anything like it was supposed to be, which is another thing that seems to happen. And my house, I'm always like anxious about it now, where I never used to be. And it's not like they do anything. It's in my own head. So I want to know how much that kind of thing maybe you do in your life. And if you're getting older, we do get more dependent on people, or it's a possibility. So just see what you can do for yourself. Don't worry about things, and just be strong and try to remember that it's your life, and you may not have that much longer. I hate to say that. You might have another 20 years as well. So you might as well enjoy them and live them the way you want to. Be kind and be nice and be as giving as you can, but still think of yourself. Put your own self first. Grab that life raft and then save everybody else. And have a great day, and let me know what you think and what your experiences are.